Hello, hello. Here we go. Okay, so still working on key elements. Um, last, all right, still trying to figure out what's going on with my chat here. Okay. Um, last I was on earlier today, was kind of trying to figure out how to get my loading to work. Loading of the route actions. The route actions are well, they were displaying, but I needed to filter them. As soon as I started applying a filter, things kind of went out the window. I'm not exactly sure where it's falling down, but we're going to try and catch it here. Now, with any luck, I'll be able to pin down what is going on. So we come in here. Now we're getting the data. That much I can be sure of. Because when I click on here, you can kind of see I have all the route actions. There's about 27 of them. They all have... See, I've got a couple... See, here's the problem. See, I got base plate type. It's the last one that's broken. And see how these are all like... I have a base plate type. Oh, I'm missing... This second one... See, it's not filtering them out correctly. That's the problem. It's not updating. It's not that my data is missing them. It's just that the code that's supposed to be grabbing them is not refreshing. In other words, if I delete, which I did, I had deleted some code from the seed data, like the second one and the 27th one, or at least that's the way it looks and count. The second one, all of them have this base play type, but I removed some, and as a result, they should have all been cleaned up. But those ones I removed didn't get removed from the Mongo database. So we got 1, 2. See, the 2 doesn't even exist. I think that's the one that doesn't exist, and there isn't a 28 either. So we have an issue with my loading. Now, I did kind of start going through the process of trying to figure out why we weren't loading it up correctly. I have a route actions types here, and I have to get this implemented. Get a fix in there. So as we load, what was happening is it's not actually filter or resetting the data. It's not fixing itself. You can see we still have, we're just going through the steps, but when we kind of go through, there is an issue somewhere with how we get through here. So yeah, it looks like it's going to create a map of all exposed IDs from the seed file. Oh, I see what it's doing. It's going to load them all up first, and then it's probably going to dump them, get all existing IDs from the database, find IDs that exist in database but not in the seed file. So it's doing a little bit more work to clean this up, which I would imagine is, that's a good thing, but it's going to pull them out. This time it's going to do a map. It's basically going to look and see if they already exist. And it's a good thing that it's doing that, but it's also going to add a few lines of extra code in. So we got the operation, new items action ID. So essentially everything between, this is all new. And then I think everything below here is the same. where we're going to go through, and this is just checking if it's got to delete it, and then we're going to go in here and proceed with the upserts. This was going to put the new items in, and then it also does an update. So we got the bulk right where it's just going to put things in on top of what already exists. Hopefully we've mapped them all. But we do seem to have anything that's new. Okay. All right, so I think that might be what we needed to get things back on track. Hopefully. And the next call to our code. Oops. Now this is going to fail because it still has the other data in memory. But this is kind of a difficult one to catch. But I can look at the data and make sure we only have the 26 records that should be in there. And that'll be a good head start on getting everything lined up correctly. Ah, shoot, it didn't update it still. So I may have to, oh, you know what? It won't because it's loaded already. I didn't think about that. All right, so I got to shut this down and build it back up. Because it resets the database for the seed data only on start. Let's go see if we've got a better data set. Only goes to 27, and there's no longer a 3. Okay, so I think we're good now. Let's see if that sets our thing right. Okay, here. And we have base play type on all of them. Yay, woohoo! Now let's see if it'll actually filter correctly. Yeah, not so much. We got it did something. It didn't cry or complain. But it didn't actually put any data in here. So the question is, why are we failing? Alright, so now I gotta go back to the play editor and see what's going on here. Guess we'll have to see what filter is. Alright, so we got base play type. That one's got run or pass. The filter is 1. Oh, wait, what? Filter's 1. It's not what filter's supposed to be. Filter's supposed to be... Oh. Well, yeah, I think I was thinking I was going to go base play types and have them numeric. And I didn't. So now they're going to have to be valid. Type radio? Oh. No, this is... Wait, what am I... That's offense, defense. That's not... No. I need it from this box. Handle action selection. Handle safe play. That's the filtered. That's a move. Okay, where is... Alright, I gotta inspect. Where is my play type? because that's the wrong filter. It's going on the filter that is this offense, defense, special teams, which is not what it's supposed to be. That's more like the squad or team. I don't know. It's got to be a different filter name. I should probably give that something a little bit more. But the actual item. All right, what is this called? I gotta go see. Because I'm not seeing where it's at. I don't see the list item. Select position. And then we have handle reset. And then we have this, which is always there. It's like it puts it in during the oh wait. Because it's not there until we come back. On position click, on route click, selected position click, routes. Huh, that's not part of the formation layout, is it? No. Where is that? Okay, but that's not the text. Oh, the filtered component pops it up. Oh, and it's RPS. We're gonna have to call run pass special. I'm trying to figure out the best way to set this up, but right now I think run past special will work because that's all I've got. But it's a limit. It's thing is not all of the play actions fall into one of those three. See, I have other things like I'm almost tempted to not have a special, but special just allows for generalizations, kind of like blocking, right? Blocking could be like an any, but special would be something you can do on any special play. Like block. Your job is to block. Honestly, I'm trying to figure out that grouping. It's gonna be weird. Special. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, yum. All right, well, let's see. So I continue to well, I know this is coming back correct now, so that's not really an issue. Let's see if I can. All right, that didn't work. How come filter? Oh, it's probably already set. I gotta leave and have it reloaded. Oh, we're not getting errors anymore, but we're not getting correct functionality either. Alright, let's see here. We'll go here. We are not getting anywhere. Why is that saying 1 still? Filter. Oh, wait. What is the value that's getting set? Oh, you know what? I think I'm using the wrong value. It's this value. And this value is supposed to be handle play type change. Handle play type. Play type change sets the action route type, which would be new. Oh, that's the fetch. Set route action types. Ah, that's what it is. It's route action type. Handle play type change, handle play, select a position. It's probably not. Select a position, new play type. Actions. Oh, we're getting all the actions back. Oh, so is it this guy that's supposed to be play type? Oh. Boy, this guy is the one I want. Ah! Found it. Okay. God, you're going to filter against the right value, huh? Okay, so these are values that can be legitimately ran during a run type. So I may have to go further, though, because you can see I've got things like zone and man. Now, that could be run on a run play, but not when it's an offensive play. I guess I didn't really consider that it's for offense or defense. I mean, blitz, man. Do I not have anything that identifies it in the event that it's offense or defense? Route actions, there are defensive ones. Oh, you know what it is? I need to filter it based on its... Oh, there's additional filters is what it is. I do have a way to filter it for offense and defense because not all these go for particular positions. And I have to figure out so here's the question. So if I got my formation positions, so W is a wide receiver position. So if I clicked here, that'd be the left position. But I can filter it on that. But the thing is, my offensive line cannot be the same. They have their own particulars, and that's OL. But W... Thing is, there's right tackle and right guard, and I can't look at just these values. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's got a form. Every position has its proper position group. And I don't think I'm assigning position groups to these. Because really I'm just assigning, I believe formations do not assign position groups, which is going to be a problem. I do need it to be in the right position group. Base play type, and then I have to go, there should be one more, it's action is also going to have, let's go, and, oops. And this is going to have to be position group. I think that's how you spell it. So let's see here, we close. Gonna close. Oh, we're on the wrong thing. PFFM. Nope. Here we go. Store. We got, yeah, position group. Now the question is, how do I determine the position group? So if we split up the position groups, it has to include so when we're putting in, is it possible, is there a tooltip or a tag or something when it's loading these up? Let's go to formation layout. Because if I can get the if I can pass in the position group that belongs to each character, that might be okay. So we gotta go position. So we got the playbook formations. Yeah, see, they have position groups. That's what I need to be using. So I got to get the position group when I'm loading up the formations, which means I probably have to do something like I did before where it's calling it out, because I added that. I don't think my position groups are being identified as part of my formations. Oh no, I guess it is there. Never mind. It's there just fine. Okay. We are being smart enough. Okay, so we got position group coming through. If that's inputting and returning during the input. Okay, so yeah, we got position groups, and then we got to capture that on the codular side, which is going to be formation layout. Absolute position. Create grid. Where is the render? Handle table click. Routes, return. Route color. Object path. Key player position. Generate route path. Route path and route path color. Path is like, it's an interesting thing. Is it just creating that as like a something it's building? Where is path identified? I don't have a path component, so is that like, is that an actual tag? Huh. Intrinsic elements, path, react, SVG props. Interesting. I'd never heard of that before. Of course, you know, my my 3 months of in-depth React. Huh, I haven't heard of that before. That's like, surprise. There's more than 3 months worth of knowledge to be had here. Okay, well, good to know. But still, I got a key for the player position, which is what it's putting out, I'd imagine. And now I need to attach what does player position getting defined at. Constant. Here we go. Get original position, player position. Where is player position set? Select formation, dot positions for each player position. Handle position click. So we click a position, stop propagation on position click. So we click on a position. I'm trying to figure out where are they setting the position, because these are all being passed in. And generate, see what we're passing player position in to generate route path, to get route color. Oh, here we go. Object keys, routes, and we're mapping it. And those are each one of these is the player position. Oh, okay, that's how it's memorizing it. So routes. So you got table ref, full border, create grid, map, row index, table, handle position click. So yeah, we're not doing anything with the positions here. We're just putting them in there and putting in some extra sal destinations. Huh. So what we need to do, I'm trying to figure out, okay, where's routes loaded? Routes is coming in here, but it's not. Table ref, route color, selected formations, return. Where's it doing the fetch? Absolute position, key, generate route path, formations. It's not coming from the play editor, is it? Are we fetching the routes in here? Are fetching the formations from here? Position click. Oh yeah, that. We might be fetching them here. Fetch route actions, fetch formations. Yep, there it is. So the set formations is the data here. I don't know why it's called data. That's a stupid name. It's, or well, it's I mean, it could just be formations, but it's set formations, and it's coming into the formations object, which we have then is get formations. So wherever we're popping out, so we must just be passing the formations into this object. Oh, we have a formation that's going in here. But do we not pass all the, we just pass that one formation, and that formation goes in there with all of its information. So when we go to layout, the thing is, I need to assign a tag to this element, and that's what I'm working on. I'm trying to figure out where that element's going in, and I believe it's in this path. I just want to make sure I'm pulling the right thing, because that's the routes. Routes is coming probably from the formations that have routes, and it's putting in the position, which makes sense. But I also need, what is the path tag? Is there a tag for tooltip or other field I can add see, player position. Now the formation has a player position. Player position is. I'm just gonna make sure in my head how I'm doing this. So if we go in here, I need to have the position group for that player position. All right, so that position. Oops. I can add the player position dot route group for use in filtering other data on the page. Oh, did I say route group? Dang it, it's position group. Dang it. Well, it doesn't matter. Blah 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 blah. Waiting for it to type. So slow. It types so slow. Types faster than me though, I suppose. Alright. Data route group. Okay, here we go. Man, alright. Where is that? Oh, create grid map. So it's not in the path. Huh, alright. Handle position click, but I gotta add it right here. That don't look right. Oh, here. Nope. Didn't I? Oh, I didn't even collect anything. It's supposed to be everything to there. Okay. It's not called. It's called position group, not route group, but position group. Interesting. So we're putting the cell in a div. Huh. And it's going to hold that's data. It's called position group. So we can add it. Huh, interesting. Position group. So that's got that. So I got to look at the. All right. So now when I'm over here, so obviously I can't just look at the cell, but I got to look at the data position group here. Interesting. Go to play editor here. And so how do I reference that? Okay. This line 265, okay. Line 265 needs to filter action dot position group against the data dash position group I just created. Because we got the routes have position groups that run against it. That position is in a position group. Okay, so yeah. Just move along. Tell me the. All right, play editor. All right, so it's position group. Yeah, I got that. I mean, if it's on the page, you'd think you'd be able to read it, but I mean, I suppose it's possible it might not. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it can't reference it. It's not complaining that I can't. I'm just saying it seems like a... it's document. So it includes document... Oh, wow. Jeez. Did not know that one. That's news to me. News it is. All right, so we're looking at the document query selector, looking at the data position group, which I guess you're just giving it a title. Data dash probably allows it to identify that as a piece of data on the document, allowing you to just do a select off of it. So I suppose you could do that on any object, any data dash name, and that'll be whatever you assign to it becomes a data point. Maybe not all tags have that, but still, that's kind of interesting. It doesn't really. Guess we'll see. That don't. Kind of looks weird to me though. Why do we? Because if it includes the position group. What is the dataset.position group? It's kind of weird. What is this piece? Not sure, but let's see what this does. Cannot read properties of undefined reading split. Okay, so it's getting bad mojo. So it's splitting position group. So they should be valid, but that's coming from the action. All right, let's go see my position. I don't see how my position groups can be broken though, because I've already fixed all those. But we will go look again. Because it's complaining about the split, which means it's got some crap that it doesn't know what to do with. That's what it means. It's got a piece of something that's like stuck in its teeth. It don't want it. Don't want it. So we got position group here, but that's formations. And I'm not looking at a formation right now. I am looking at the split. So it should be in there. Position group. They all exist, that I can tell. Anybody get not a position group? Nope, everybody's got a position group. So it exists. And it does exist for real, right? Oops. Oh. It's called position group. Dang nabbit. Alright, we're still broken. We're still broken here. We gotta go over to the what do I got here? Oh. Base plate type, description, name. I mean, it is mapping to position group. But oh, but it's coming, no. Is it because it's coming out as position when I fetch it? So position group doesn't actually exist, it's just position that exists? Is that what's going on? Alright, let's try this again. Yeah, it's position. Huh. Do I want to call it position? It's really not. It's a position group because there's a group of receivers, group of running backs, group of whatever. Yeah, I'm changing it. I don't know why it's doing it that way, but this is a position group. It's weird though. I feel like the fetch is still grabbing it weird, unless my my proto's bad on the route actions. Position, formation, data, playbook. Yeah, that's what it is. Position group. That's what I want. Which means I gotta go Control C, and then we gotta go CD common, and we gotta go make gen, and then we gotta go CD space dot, and we gotta go run dot. Okay, rebuild the data, hopefully. And then we'll come back here. And we have position group now. Yes, we do. Okay. How does that work? Hopefully we don't break. I got one? All I can do is move? I don't sound right. That's not right. We should have a lot more than that, because there's a lot more W's in there than one thing. So I guess the question is, what the heck was this, that it only got one thing? Oh, it's a run. But no, that was a bunch of runs. And we got way more than one move in there, I know that. So let's click a different W. Alright, so selected position. Position group is, oh, that's not right. That's not the position group. Oh, for the selected position. Oh, never mind. Let's, oh, data set. Why is that coming out empty? For the selection position, we got that W2. They should all have a position group, at least as far as I can tell. So the formation has a W1, has its own position group, which is W. But this is maybe capital? Did I capitalize that? Formation layout. Oh, it's not even, that's not even right. It's not positions group, it's position group. I know that. Selected formation dot positions dot position group. Because the formations have a position group. Yeah. Oh, let's see, formations. Yeah, position group, singular. Which group is he in, man? Alright, so I'm just looking for the wrong value for one thing. That's not. And I have it capitalized here, but it's called position group. So it's probably just pulling the wrong data value. So we got this. Capital position group. Alright, let's see what that does. It's kind of interesting that it actually had a value if I was doing it wrong to begin with, but probably because move is any. That's probably what it is. Let's go back to plays, and then we'll click back on play editor, and we'll just kind of work our way back over here. Nope. All right, let's go all the way back. Nope. All right, so it's not loading. The data set. What is the data set here? Now we're selecting the position group, which is the right value for the selected position, whatever that is. And then we got position group. So it's not, oh wait, did I not even save this change? It could have something to do with it. Nope, that didn't have anything to do with it. What time is it? I got 5 minutes to get this filtered correctly. All right, let's see what we got. Can I break it here? Nope, well, let me break it there, dang. Well, we know it's in there. It's position group, pose, player position, and player position and position group. Could it be that this is supposed to be lowercase? Because that appeared to be lowercase. Well, that's, I don't think that's, no, because I looked at it. I think I even looked at it, and it was capital P, position group. And we're slicing the player position. And then we come in here, and it's not position group any. So if we're passing, its position group is the data position group equals selected position. Wait, selected position group equals, that's not right. No. Because if I'm setting data position group, why am I trying to set it again here? This looks like it's doing the wrong thing. Includes, I just want the position group of the cell. All right, so I guess I don't fully comprehend I think line 264 may be working incorrectly. In the formation layout .jsx, I am setting the data position group when I click on the position. I'm setting the position group for the position in the formation. When I click on the position, the route actions list needs to be filtered by the set position group, the set data dash position group. Needs to be filtered by the set data. When I click on the position, the route actions list needs to be filtered by the set data position group. I set currently it's not working correctly. I think it's probably going to make suggestions. Like, it doesn't know what my data is, so it's possible it's going to go, oh, well, I don't know what you're doing. So you're going to have to guess on this. I have a feeling there's nothing. Let's see if it does anything different here. If it doesn't change it, because it looks weird. Why are we equaling position group with the selected position? That's not what I want. I want to basically say if I just want yeah, I mean, I get it's like I understand. It's almost like the query is selecting the wrong thing. It's like I want the position group. I don't know. I'm a little confused as to what it's doing here. What's it doing here? It's got to type out every last thing, man. Alright, this is the one I want. Of course, I can't scroll over. Let's see, document includes document query selector. Data position, yeah, that's what it's doing. Data dash position group equals selected position dataset dot position group. So why is it not working? Why am I not getting the correct filtering? And I can't read them all. That's the problem. I can't even actually look at the values that are coming through, because for some reason it's only partial. It's only some of it comes through during debugging here. So I'm going to have to either capture it, print it, something. Because apparently, like if I'm here, that's W2. Is there an immediate window that will work? I don't even know if the immediate window works here. So in theory, I should be able to just print this. See, it's saying undefined. Which should not be the case. So we got WRT. So it's either that it is defined and it's incorrectly being read, What is this value? I don't know if I can read this because I'm not actually on this page. Yeah, it's not in here. But we got position group. It should be one of these. O Q R W W W T O O O O. Should be one of these guys. But we're not getting that. Add data group attribute. What is this? I don't know if it's understanding correctly, but I really feel, well, so it's going to find the based on player position. Because we got all the players, right? All the positions for this formation. But the player position is W whatever. And then it's the position group that goes with. But I have no way of reading this. Is there any way to... Oh, you know what I could do? I wonder if I can inspect this. Is this being written? Let's try that. Let's go inspect and see what... So we have... Probably going to be something down here. Alright, that's my grid. It's my table. Alright, so we slowly try to pin down where the heck things are happening at. Font, border size, font weight, gradient, brightness. Those are just layout properties though. But we did actually set stuff in the div. Border, position, absolute. Text align. A lot of stuff. Computed? DOM breakpoints, event listeners, layout, properties. Dataset, position group, W, aha! There it is. So we have a dataset. Position group is currently W, which is what I want. So whatever that position group is the value I'm trying to pull. But why does it not know? Yeah, the only thing I know is that I got position group equals W, which is fine, except if it's reading it correctly, how come it's not working? It is position group. Yeah, this doesn't, something feels weird. It's not. I mean, where's W1 at? I mean, it's the text? Is it like the, where it equals W1 and then we're getting the data set? It is data set because it says data set. And it is position group, W. And a selected position is, what, W1? What is selected position? What do you mean it can't be? What nonsense are you speaking? W1. It's W1. So we're trying to find, somehow we're trying to find the W1's position group, and it's not pulling it. WRT, base play type, position group, wide receiver running back. And we have, that's the action position group, which is fine. And we have our base play type, which is fine. That one filters okay. But this piece is not working for whatever reason. Why is that not working? It is W1, but the position group, that's not right. I feel like that's not the right. But we look at the data set. So when we query, I feel like we're querying the wrong things. Yeah. Because we want the data set position group, but we don't want to filter on the data set position group. We want to grab where the text is W1. I think this piece is wrong. And that's what's throwing me off. So if I were to go, so I got see, we got this guy is position group W, but the text, we're not filtering on position group W, we're filtering on, we want to know okay, I think I know. I'm not sure how to get to it, but I know what I want. The element content, the span, what is it? Okay. Let's go back down here. Don't switch. Let's go back over here. So I was talking to a guy the other day. He goes by B.O. Except there's a lot of E's and lots of O's. And B.E.O. B.O. I'm calling you B.O. 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 I was checking out his game. He apparently is he's on a group or team or whatever that developed another football manager game. It looks a lot like Retro Bowl, except a little bit more modern graphically speaking. It's still animated, but it's not 8-bit. It's like more current, shaded, shadowy style. It's cool. It looks good as far as the looks go. It's clean. Unfortunately, it's very much like Retro Bowl with a lot more paywalls, a lot more pay spots keeping you from playing the game. Becoming very pay to play, pay to win. And yeah, that's not, I mean, it's okay. I mean, I wouldn't mind that kind of animation in my game, or at least that quality of animation, but I don't. The pay to win aspects of it, I'm not a huge fan. One of the things that motivated me to develop my own game, and there's going to be pay elements. I know it's tricky to do it in a way that makes money when you don't want to, when you're not going to try to, FOMO people to death. Oh, you're not going to get this if you don't spend money. You got to spend lots and lots of money. Gimme, or you're not going to get it. Nah. I mean, it is the way companies make money, I guess, because some people do have massive FOMO problems. I don't. I just lose out. I don't have fear of it. I don't like it, but it is what it is. But other people do, and that's how these companies get you. And that sucks. Don't like it. I don't want to be that guy. It's time for a game to come out that lets you just have fun, man. Anyway, what do I need to do here? I need to go, okay. No, wrong one. Let's go to the right screen, Ken. All right. I think I knows the problem. Okay. I need the data set dot position group of the div where the child element span tag and the formations layout.jsx equals the position. The selected position, not the position. It seems currently it is comparing to the position group that was set, not the value of the span tag, and that will never match. Trying to figure out what its logic is, because it seems to be that it's saying give me where this position group equals what I set, and then look at the data set and get the position group. So it's like you're getting this position group from a different value to get the position group, and that there's something wrong there. I don't understand it. It's confusing. It seems wrong. I'm trying to understand what it's doing. This is trying to find an element that has a data position group to distribute with the value of the position, QB or RB, but that's not your attribute or structure. The data position group attribute contains the position group catering QB. Modify your query, playEditor.jsx, to correctly find the div with the position span that matches the selected position. Alright, let's try. However, since contains selectors aren't well supported in all browsers, here's a more compatible approach. Change that's probably a good idea. Alright, let's see what the action position group split includes. Array dot from document.chrysler.data div data position group dot find or div dot text content trim selected position. Wow, is that longer? I guess I was going to say it looks like it's a lot longer, but it really probably isn't. It's 4 lines, but it's also only wrapped around. So, okay. But essentially, it's splitting this up into, it's trying to find anything that matches whatever this value has. And we're trying to get the position group, or the span, which is basically, the trim is just pulling off the span and getting the selected position it's gonna find the div that has that, and then it's gonna get the position group. Can the span just have a data dash position group, and then we don't need to read separate tags, just find the right span and read the data position group. I don't know if that's possible. I don't know if data.position group is something you can put on any value. Div might be the only one that's able to have that. I don't know where data.position group, is it a generic that can be thrown on anything to give it extra things like tags? Because if that is, that's a piece of logic I'm I mean, I'd even be okay if it was just tooltip. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. It wasn't my idea to put it on div. It was yours, but I didn't know what you were doing. So it sounds like I might want to put two pieces of information on there. Because I don't think that's going to be... Well, what does the span look like when you do that? So if I go down to the span, and then I go data set. See, there is no data thing here. I mean, it's currently W1, right? But what's the... What's the data? Where is W1 at? Here we go. Inner HTML. See, what can I just do? Inner HTML, span, inner HTML. Let's do that. Let's see if I can do that. I don't see why you couldn't do that, right? Let's try this. I'm going to go here. And actually, I don't even need all that because it's still data set. We're just going to go, we're going to replace this whole inner crap. This whole inner crap. Nope, too much inner crap. We can just take that inner crap. And still document.querySelector. Okay. But instead of this, I'm going to try inner HTML. Because that's what it is. It's the value I'm looking for. Inner HTML. And then I have, yeah, we'll try inner HTML. Equals selected position. And then we'll go to formation layout. And I will take this whole bit of goodness. And we will put that inside of here. And then we will go File, Save All. And then I'll go back over to here. Nope, back over to here. And we'll say F5. I gotta take this off because everything's got to be reloaded. Just because. Ah, didn't work. You suck, man. What's your problem? Well. All right, let's see here. Click. So we have selected position of W2. This should find an inner HTML that matches W2. That's what it's supposed to do. No, did not. So maybe I can't do inner HTML. I would have thought I could, but maybe I cannot. So we are stopped in the same spot, so we should be pretty good to look at it. Position group MRT, we got this action. Run base, so we got all the right stuff. Can I move to the next base? How do I move to the next base? Step over, step into next function call. Step. It is W1. Actually, I think I'm looking at W2, aren't I? Yeah, I'm looking at W2. Which is actually on the next row. This is W2. Should be a data set in here now. Position group, W. Perfect. It's exactly what I want. But apparently my attempt to filter on the position group didn't, or the inner HTML, because the inner HTML is W2. Outer text, inner HTML, inner text, it's all W2. Tried to filter this filter for spans with inner HTML equal to W2, but even though I can see that value on the correct line in the inspect of the page, it is not being correctly. It is not correctly reading the position group value that is also correctly set on that tag. Well, Maybe it'll tell me what's wrong. Because this is what I basically want. But maybe I can't do it that way. I mean, obviously I can't do it that way or it would have worked. What are you reading? Information. No, it's set correctly. I know it's set correctly. You've got it set correctly. Don't even need to look at that. Just skip what you're doing and go to the next part. It's reading it. I just need to read it. I'm looking at it. It's there. W2, position group. They're all good. They're happy camper. Oh, yeah, W2. And then W is the position group. W2 is the position I want to grab it from. So. Now let's update the play editor component to set the data position group attribute for filtering the route actions. All the way down here because we're going to be slow about it. We're going to go all the way down. All right. Let ChatGPT have his shot at it. And then I need to go to bed once I get this thing working. I don't want this one hanging over me tomorrow, dang it. It's time for me to move on to the next step. All right, here we go. Blah, 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 constant position group. Wait a minute. What? Did I not take that div out? I did. What are you talking about? Why is it still looking at the div? Oh, this is play editor. Let's go to play editor. No, it's looking at this though. Query selection. Div data position group equals. Why is it doing data position group twice? Well, that's even worse than what the other one did. What are you? What delusional state of nonsense are you coughing up here, buddy? Why don't my scroll bars work? Okay, it's doing something totally different. It's doing what I originally asked. Could I add it into the? Could I add it here? No, it's going. When I asked Claude, it goes, no, let's put it down here. So I put it down there, and then even though I said, can you add it to the path? And it said, yeah, you can add it to the path, or you can add it down here under the other thing. But now it looks like GPT's is where I was thinking earlier, and it says, oh yeah, put it in the path. I'm like, I asked if I could do that earlier. Claude said, don't do it that way. But now, I don't know if it's better though, because this is like, this seems a lot more clunky. Because the call to it is really weird. I mean, it's basically the same thing. It's putting the same bit. It says data position group, and then it does the whole thing. It's the same bit, except see player position slice equals player position group. Yeah, it's exactly the same piece of code, but it's putting it in the path. And then it goes down here into the editor, which, and then does a really weird way to call it. because it does this document query selection, and there's this. That is like totally different. It's just totally rewrote my whole play editor call here. Because I have route actions, map, index, and then I just do base play type, blah blah, includes play type string. I mean it's like it's getting the value and then does a compare, includes position group, which I actually kind of like that. I like that it's getting the value first because it just feels like it's easier to look at it this way. It's just cleaner rather than trying to do this inline crappity McCrap. It does feel nicer to do it this way, which I think I'm going to do that. I like the position group. I still don't know if I like this call. It's going to come down to coming up with a solid way to do this, and then it's doing a return, so it's basically encapsulating this with parentheses, and then can't even. Sheesh. I'll have to go like that. And then it's just does something simple, takes this position group and pops it in here, which is just so much easier to read. Well, I think it'd probably be or any, huh? Because it's going to get that value, or, you know, that's actually not great. Well, any's going to get rid of those, so it isn't going to be there, and it'll be any. Okay, well, that's fine. Position group or any. I'll leave that like that. I'm not going to include it in on this upper one, just because I want it to be in the same. You know, so it's consistent. Just feels more. Right. Now it doesn't necessarily guarantee a fix because I haven't put this in the path, and I'm not sure I want to. Alright, so let's go back over my FPFM. No, wrong one. I want to go to, not that one. Yeah. I'm still going to stick with my current idea. If it doesn't simplify it to put it in the path, then there's no real reason to put it in the path. So, yeah. So it's going to go back to span. And we're going to go Can I put a break on this now that we're past that? Oops, nope, wrong one. Can't do it there. I'm gonna do it. Hey, Ariano! Dude, you're always up at this time. You're always up to give me a hard time. And it is past my bedtime. You're right. It is time to sleep. But it's time for this piece to be done. That's why. I'm tired of this little complication. It needs to be done because I need to move on to the next phase of things. You know, there comes a point where you're just like, okay, enough's enough, and things have to work. And it is what it is. But, you know, got to do what you got to do. You were getting your DVR fixed yesterday, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Your when I think of DVR, and tell me if this is what you were fixing. I think of the little box that goes under your television that records TV for you, but I didn't know anybody was using those anymore. Like TiVo or DirecTV, they used to have the DVR boxes that you would stick under. 5? Oh, come on, I could do that. I can do that with 3 fingers on each hand. That's not even a challenge, man. I could do 1-arm push-ups for 5. Actually, I don't know. My 1-arm push-ups are a little iffy. So I can do them, but they're a little iffy. I think the most I've ever done is 10, but I'm kind of twisty. So I don't know if they're legit. I could do archer push-ups. I can do about 10 to 15 archer push-ups, which are kind of like one. Ah, okay. So it is kind of the same thing. It's just getting its video from cameras and stuff. Instead of from TV, it's getting it from cameras. Okay. I guess, I could see them being for multiple purposes. But you're probably using it for like more of a commercial purpose or for your own business purposes, I'd imagine. I'm thinking consumer level DVRs, things that you would just use when they used to do that stuff. I'm not in that industry, so I didn't know. But yeah, I guess that makes sense. I learned something. Ah. So do you like for like gated communities or for like apartment buildings or I guess businesses, whatever, but yeah. You're creating those things that in all of the detective and cop shows, the first thing they do is, "Hey, can we see the recordings for that?" For that camera, and they're gonna go look at your DVRs and make sure that they have data. They're gonna go, "Oh, sorry, man, Ariano didn't fix our DVR." Oh, he didn't, did he? Nope, but you did. You went and took care of that yesterday. Add a data position attribute. Most React friendly. A React friendly version. Oh, I don't want to create another handler. I've got so many freaking handlers. This thing has like a long list of handlers. Well, hey, got it done though, right? That's the trick, man. Just make sure that as a coder, it's the same thing. Make sure that you just code on your screen. It doesn't matter what you're doing in between. But when someone walks in, you click the right button and there's code up, and you can just go, how do I do this? And the manager walks by and goes, oh, he's really thinking it through. And you're like, falling asleep. All right, so the issue, so basically I got to do this thing, and it does recommend doing what I was, well, I mean, I guess it ain't the worst thing in the world, but, you know, just adding more data nonsense. So I got to basically add this thing again. And but in this case, it's going to be position. In this case, it's not position group. It's just going to be position, I think. The positions. Still going by player position, and then it's the position and the position group. I believe that's how it's correctly set up. Let's go over here, and it's player position and position group for the formation. Oh, it's player position. So this is player position. So positions. Pause dot player position size. What is this? It's creating for that cell. All right, so this is going to be position. Why? Because that's where I'm doing the play editor, because the play editor won't function, is not something that's going to function on the Unity platform. It's not meant to be part of the phone app. It's meant to be for my building the back end. It's front end, yeah. The JSX is for the web front end. There's going to be features that are both web and I'm basically creating the app on two front ends right now. And it's going to have both a web version, which is going to be a lot less graphically cool. And then there will be a Unity version, which will have a lot more features and functions, but it won't have all the same features and functions. It should have about 95%. The play editor is not actually expected to be a regular feature of the game. Right now, I'm building it so that I can to give myself a formatted input for all the plays that I'm going to be creating for the system. Oh, why not React Native? Because I chose to learn Next.js and use React.js. Just the direction I went, man. The thought was go with the thing that I was seeing the most when I was looking for work. When I was looking for jobs, I kept seeing Next.js, React.js, blah, 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 blah. And voila, here I am. It looked interesting to me because I liked the idea of Next.js running, a server-side layer to affect my back-end stuff. But surprisingly enough, I'm probably not using Next.js all that much currently. I mean, it has defined the format of the application just because, Next.js formats things slightly differently. But I'm not using a lot of the middle tier Next.js functionality I might mean, I guess I am some in how I'm calling my data here, but yeah, it's Next.js and React.js, and I just chose to go with this. I don't even know what React, to be honest, I couldn't tell you the difference between React Native and anything else. Yeah, but I don't, the functionality that I want to put in the Unity app is going to be way more than a web, a mobile. It's going to be, I have visions in my mind for way more cool, complex graphics that I don't want to even attempt to do in React. But I have seen people on YouTube do some pretty decent React applications, or JavaScript applications, and but I don't. I have plans for pretty complex functionality that I don't believe is ideal for that. And based on my research, React is not ideal for certain types of applications, and I don't. And this is one of those. I mean, it might be able to do some of it, but not what I want to do. And I just decided to go with the most robust answers. That plus, hey, I got to learn something cool. I want to learn Unity. But the so really, what the React web version is supposed to be is for general application use. I do plan to do some stuff that'll reshape it and format it for mobile, just so that it can be accessed. But some functionality won't be great. I mean, you won't be able to do things because it's a phone. It's too tiny. And I'm going to try to do some stuff to help make it clean on the phone, but it's really meant that only certain pages, certain functionality is ideal for the phone, and you would just use the Unity app that I'm going to create on the phone. And then you could use other features, or if you want access when you're off on your PC, until I get a PC version of the Unity app, because that's coming later. That's like way down. That's like V2 or late into the release of V1, and hopefully V1 is doing well enough to make that worth it. But yeah, so just the tech stack I'm going with, man. I'm in this deep. I'm learning brand new everythings, and but you can't change directions because I don't want to be going brand new everythings all over again. So yeah. I don't think there's any limitation what I can do with React.js. I mean, React.js, I'm doing quite a bit. Hire you? Dude, I can't even hire me. I'm so poor. I haven't had a job in 10 months, dude. I've been looking for work, and I have put out 300 plus resumes to every company out there. And I put them out every week, apply for new types of jobs. I've applied for basically a 60% pay cut from what I used to make. And I still can't find nothing, man. Nobody wants to hire me. My skills apparently don't filter to the top of the electronic filter, because nobody even calls and says, hey, are you interested in at least talking about a job? And I'm like, are you interested in at least calling me, giving me a chance? Oh, is that all I have to do? Man, I'm way over complicating that. You can just read the cell that way? All right, well, that's easier. Let's just do that. Here I was trying to make things all difficult. All right. And then we will copy this guy and go over to Play Editor. And we'll put this here. All right. What do we got now? What do you want to do, my friend? What are you going to do here? Let's see if you want to work now. Oops, nope. Go away. F5. Right. It's not going to let me completely bail this out. I'm trying to close it. Go away. Ah! Oh, we got a compile problem. We're melting down. It's getting late and the world is coming to an end. I am crashing and burning. Play editor. What did I do wrong? What did I do, man? I broke it. I broke my game. Yeah. Just what the heck, man? Where's 264? We have a compile error on play editor and line 264, please. Clean up on aisle 264 play editors. Okay. 264. 264. Oh, I don't want that. Stop trying to put stuff on my screen. What did I do? Data position, select a position, data set dot position group. Okay, that works. Did I not call it right? Data position, select a position, data. And then I have data position equals cell, which I do have, and data position group. So unless I'm calling this one incorrectly, data position group, selected information position, find select position, select 02, so. Question mark position group. Nope, we're all good. Everybody's happy camper, but we're not compiling anymore. Log. You'll get me a job. Man, I've had so many people tell me that. They'll get me a job, and I'm like, okay. Post my resume in the description of the video. I'll tell you what, I'll put my resume. Just become a C# teacher with this much experience. A college can hire you. What's this much? This much? I have a lot of C#, but it's old C#, man. Nobody wants to learn the C#. That's the reason I'm not getting a job, is because, and none of this stuff is C#. Once I start working with Unity, I'll be back in C#. I haven't, to be honest, I haven't been in C# for over a year and a half. All my experience is in C#. It might even be 2 years, because my previous job for the last year before they laid me off, I had been transferred to another team that was doing all kinds of crap I'd never seen before. And then they were just, the whole time I was trying to learn, they kept pulling me off to go do update certificates and passwords and rotate and lead SQL upgrades. And I was like, how am I going to learn this other crap? Oh, computer sciences. Oh, well, you know, CS can be anything. It's computer sciences, C#. I know. Okay, so computer sciences, I don't know, man. What would I teach in computer sciences? I mean, I know a lot about development, I guess, but man, that is a turn. Around here, you need I would have to be like a technical. I'd have to go teach at a technical college or something. And I don't know if they'd hire me for that, because I don't have any. I've taught one class. I taught a VB course way back, VB.net. And I taught, like, it was a small class, like 3 people, 2 people. No, I think it was 3 people. One guy dropped out. He lost interest, but yeah. I'd have to, the whole concept of how to, or something. Yeah. Yeah. It would be basic, but yeah, I could probably teach some stuff, I suppose. I'd have to decide how that would. I would have to take a class in teaching, just not for the what am I going to teach, but in the understanding how teachers plan and organize their teaching. You know what I'm saying? Because it takes logic, or not logic, experience, or at least an understanding of how classes are taught. And I think that is where I would need to get a little experience there. All right, so what is the problem here? Play editor. Play editor. We're still getting problems with the play editor. What isn't it a lot like? Oh. Expected. What is your problem? Constantly a word that cannot be used here. What? Did I like change the? Am I like missing the wrong syntax for my? Oh, I am. This has got to be a squiggly brace because I changed. Whoops! I changed the format of the. I put a return in here, and it changes the type of structure I'm using. That's the problem. Now everything looks better. Let's try that. What time is it? Ah, it's 11:08, dude. It's 11:08. That's getting way past my bedtime. npm run build. I told my wife I would. I said one of these days I'll be. I'll get to bed again before 11 o'clock. I honestly, for my days to run correctly, because I try to get up really early in the morning and work out. I work out in the mornings for an hour and a half or whatever each morning. And some days, lately it's been like scattered 45 minutes because I get up and I start doing stuff on the computer and trying to get my app getting this, that, or the other thing working. And then I try to, okay, go do some lifting and then go do some running and come back doing more work. And I'm like, oh, I'm getting pulled all over the place, and I gotta stop doing that. This is not good. It's not a good way to keep yourself organized and sane. You mean for my down sales so that I'm able to get down through this as quickly as possible, and people be able to be able to learn something from a southerner's voice. I always tease my wife that she's from down south in Nebraska, which by the way is not south, but I always tease her like it is. It's actually in the north, northern part of the U.S. But it's just like it's got that feel. Nebraska's just like it feels like a southern state. And if you talk really fast, you can start sounding like Boomhauer. You know what Boomhauer is? Boomhauer is that guy who mumbles a lot. He talks so fast, you can barely tell what he's saying. He's from King of the Hill, an old cartoon. Which, by the way, I think they actually started creating they had new seasons of it. I don't know if it's still going, but they did start it back up for a while there. I used to like King of the Hill. My wife and I used to watch it, but when it came back on, for some reason, we never finished watching it, or never started watching it again. It might be fun to start watching that again. It was a good show. I like animated shows that, adult animated shows, but they're not crass. It's the only word I can think of. The ones that talk a lot of, have a lot of cussing and sex talk, and it's not that I'm a prude. I don't have a general problem with the concepts. I just feel like it's not funny. I don't know. That's just me anyway. I am just too straight-laced, man. I'm too cool for that stuff. Or some of it too square. I'm not square. Is that even? Oh my gosh! It worked. It worked, man. Everything's filtering correctly. At least for that button it was. Let's see. I don't know. Some of these probably won't change. Yeah, look. See, I got my wide receiver. My tight end gets to do that one. My running back gets to have that one. Wide receivers and running backs are kind of similar for a lot of their stuff. Let's see if my offensive line. Offensive line can only do those 4 things. Check it out, man. It's working. I'm amazed. It's all going good now. So now I can go. Now it's a normal filter. Let's see what happens when I switch over to pass. See, now I can do different things. Go out for passes. But still, we have to do pass block. I could do a cut block. I don't know. Why couldn't I do a cut block and a run play? I don't know. But and then we have special, which probably won't show up on here for any of these guys. Oh, you can do blocks. Yeah, special would be a punt. What do you know, man? I got it. I got all good now. I actually I'm doing I'm acting. I'm now in my second play. Woohoo! These are low key, very local studio things that are I don't have to pay to be in it, but I'm not getting paid. It's just kind of a fun thing because I always thought I could do acting. So I said, all right, let's try it. I want to go try out for a play. It was an open rehearsal, not open rehearsal, open audition. And I went and tried out for Midsummer's Night Dream. And I got the part I was trying for, which wasn't the lead because I didn't want to be a lead. I wanted to just try to see what this was all about. And so the reason I'm even mentioning this is because I thought, you know what? I was thinking about having streams where I try to, because you try to learn different ways of acting, talking, that kind of thing. And I thought it'd be kind of cool, like on my other stream, on my game stream, to like try to do like a different accent every time I do it, or at least mix it up. Not talking my normal. Some days I'll be talking like this, and I'll just be going ahead and going along the way and doing my gaming and really checking out the kind of things I like to do. Or I could be doing like in my current play, I'm playing. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie. It's an old Vincent Price movie called The House on Haunted Hill. That's what the current play we're doing. And I tried out for Vincent Price's part. And guess what? I got Vincent Price's part, which means I'm now basically the lead. I mean, I have more. I'm in almost every scene. Not every scene, but like almost every scene. There's like 2 or 3 scenes tops I'm not in. And I'm like the main catalyst. I'm the guy kind of controlling the whole things, where things are going. And I decided to try him with an accent. And I ended up going with like a Middle Eastern style accent. I kind of went with, I say Middle East. It kind of, for a minute when I was doing it last week, I kind of found myself rolling into a Dracula accent, which I think is like Eastern Bloc. Too much extra accent, 1, 2, 3 murders. Ha 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 ha. And I'm going to suck the blood. No, but I ended up saying, no, I don't want to get the bald rolls. That is the problem with acting, right? You got to look the part. And there's not a lot of parts out there for bald guys. So that is going to be that's going to be a major drawback to my even able to do any real plays. I thought about, I actually was about to audition for an actual acting troupe around here that pays. It's like $1,000 a week, which would have been a job, right? You know, a real job. I mean, not a very good paying job, but it would have been a job. Around here, it's not a very good pay, but it would have been something. But I missed the, I learned about it too late, and I wasn't able to get ready for it in time. And so, yeah, it didn't work out. But they're going to do more auditions in this spring, so maybe I'll audition then. But I ended up going with this Middle Eastern one, and they really liked it. The guy was like, oh, that's really, you know, he was like, this is cool, you know. So I went with, the audition was basically I decided to do the opening monologue that Vincent Price does at the beginning of the movie as he's introducing everybody. I'm Frederick Lauren. I have rented the house on Haunted Hill so that my wife may throw a party. A haunted house party. She's so amusing. There'll be food and drinks and ghosts and perhaps even a few murders. You're all invited. Should you stay the next 12 hours in this house, I will give each of you $10,000, or your next of kin, should you not survive. Anyway, that's a chunk of it, but I've been doing the whole play, you know, while we're doing all of the practicing that way. And I had to be careful. I realized how I was rolling into Dracula is I was rolling my R's too much. And Dracula also emphasizes the words too much. So you roll your R's a lot. Yeah, maybe. I'd have to look at him. I'd have to hear him to know. But it's fun to play with accents. And that's why I thought it'd be cool to kind of just like during my gaming stream, which is, I don't know if I've seen you on my game stream or not, but it's almost the same name. It's Active Mind Gamer instead of Active Mind Games Dev. Which, by the way, I may change because it's an awkward name to say. Active Mind Games Dev. It's accurate. Okay, so here's the deal. My company that I created the Mage Cage through is called Active Minds Games. So I thought, well, if I'm going to do gaming and stuff like that, let's keep it connected to my company, and I'll call myself Active Mind Gamer. And it works fine. But then I thought, well, my company is going to be the host of, you know, the owner of my game I'm developing, which would be, so I thought, well, let's call it Active Mind Games Dev. But it just doesn't roll off the tongue. And I'm always trying to figure out how to get it. Doesn't sound right. So I got to work out something else. I like that it continues that, but yeah, I don't know. And then anything gets too long, you know. So yeah, I have to come up with a different name. But yeah, I think it's time for me to call it. I got the thing done I wanted to. Now I've got my routes working. I can build up, have this guy block halfway down the thing. Well, I may have to put some conditions on here that say you have to end in an action. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's not good. You see what happened? I clicked block and it puts in hitch. So there's a wrong, there's something not quite right about this. I go click and then I say block. And now I can't even click it. Uh-oh. Okay, so there's still some action button. Button? Okay. It's filtering, but it's not linking any. It's yeah. I gotta there's something. It's still off a little bit. It's like button. That's not what I'm doing. That's not a go. That's a block left. Let's see, French accent. I can do Italian. I like my spaghetti. You got to get around and eat lots of the Italian foods. It's so tasty. They have so much flavor. French? Uh, I don't know. Parlez-vous français? I don't know if I could actually give you an accent in French. I'm not even sure what the heck it is I'm doing right now, but I'm pretty sure it's not French. I'd have to practice a French accent. I don't know a lot of French. I can kind of hear it in my head, but I don't think. I tend to make up accents. I'm not even sure that half the accents I use are real accents. Somebody would go, give me Australian, and I'd start rambling about something. I don't think that's Australian. I'm like, yeah, I know. Put a shrimp on that Bobby. But I don't, that's why I don't even tell people my accents where they're from. I say, look, this is the accent I'm doing. I don't know what it is. Some of them I can kind of guess the location, maybe if I've heard it enough and I can associate it, but I couldn't tell you. Half the time I just have fun with making weird voices and trying to do stuff with it, you know. You know, you could always talk in just the Elvis Presley ultra deep voice, you know. Thank you very much. I'm signing off for the night. Until next time, God bless.